So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the movement that you guys may have been seeing me post, SOS Cuba. As you guys know, I am Cuban-Mexican. Well, I don't know if you know that, but I'm Cuban-Mexican. My mom is Cuban. I lived and was born in Cuba. And so this movement is really important to me as I still have family on the island, and I hear my cousins and my mom talk about what's going on in the island. I've heard it pretty much all my life, but it's gotten really bad. A lot of people think the protests are about lack of COVID resources and medicine, which is really just the latest layer in a 62-year-old story of a communist regime and a dictatorship. 62 years Cuban people have been living under oppression. What started out as a socialist ideal of free healthcare, free education, and food for all turned into present day. Cuban people have to wait hours in line at the grocery store to come in and find that basic staples like beans and rice are 10 times more than what the average, even medical doctor in Cuba can afford. I hear a lot from family that I still have on the island talk about people on the island as literally just starving. People have to live on one meal a day. When you add that to the fact that Cubans' doctors are sent away to other countries while the island has very, very minimal medical resources of its own, and for 62 years there has been no freedom of speech. Anybody who speaks out against the government in Cuba is disappeared and kidnapped from their families or put behind bars. The fact that Cubans for the past few decades have been willing to risk their lives trying to make it to Florida by making homemade rafts, a lot of them drowning or being eaten by sharks, really tells you a lot about the state that Cuba is in. Also, it's very telling how fed up the people are in Cuba when they are risking their lives right now to protest the government for only the second time since the past 62 years when the dictatorship started. People, and especially young people, have taken out to the streets to chant one word: libertad, freedom. What has the government done in response? They've put the country's leading activists behind bars, physically beating protesters, and taking down the island's Wi-Fi, so protesters can't organize anymore, and so we can't see what the government is doing over there. So the only way we can really help right now is to let these young protesters know that they're not alone, that they're not just shouting into a void, by spreading awareness. So as much as you can, share this video and